Hey, it's Becky from Active Health in Portland, Maine. Doing a little video on when is it time to get help? How do you know you should come in? We offer free screens a couple times a year for certain diagnoses. We switch it up. We give people opportunity to come in and ask questions so that if you think something's bothering you, but you don't want to make a big deal out of it, you have an opportunity to find out if it's really a problem or if it's not, or if maybe physical therapy is not even appropriate. So if you have aches and pains in the morning, like everybody over pretty much the age of 35 does, how do you know if physical therapy is right for you or if you should have it looked at? How do you know when help is the appropriate avenue? So what I tell people is the sooner you get something taken care of, right, the less severe it's going to be, and the sooner we can get it better. What I like to do is I like to see people, 6 or 7 times, and then boom, they're all set, they're out and running again, or whatever it is they do, because it didn't take a ton of time to get injured, so it didn't take a ton of time to get better. It's easier to heal something and correct something that you've been doing or that you've been having a problem with for, let's say, 2 weeks or 4 weeks than 8 months or 10 months or 2 years or 3 years. So think about the person who goes in for back surgery at 50 years old. If they weren't in a car accident or they didn't fall down the stairs, that problem didn't start when they woke up and needed surgery. That problem started probably 20 years ago with bad body mechanics, bad posture, lifting the wrong way, you name it. So had they gone in for help, that might be something that could have been preventable. So what we look at is all the different levels of activity, right? I make my triangles here. I like to use triangles. And so on each ring, there's activities. So on the outermost ring, there's like running, biking, gardening, right? That's stuff that requires a lot of energy. What else do we like to do? Frisbee, right? On the second ring, the inside here, you have things like travel, driving, sports games, like attending them, watching, climbing the bleachers, sitting in bleachers actually takes a lot of strength. Hold your body up with nothing to lean against. And in the middle here, we have TV, sleep, sitting in your recliner. So when you start having pain in your lower back, for instance, and you can't ride your mountain bike anymore, or you start getting pain in your foot and you can't run anymore, or you're running instead of 5 days a week, you're running 3 days a week, or you're running less mileage, why not get help right then? Come in, get evaluated, or get a screen, get looked at, and maybe it's 4, 6, or 8 visits and a home exercise program. And, oh, look, your shoes are worn out. Or, you know what, you bought shoes for somebody with a neutral foot and you're a pronator. Or the lumbar support broke in your truck and you're driving lots of miles. And, that's something we can figure out, and it's simple. If you wait, now you can't run or bike anymore, right? So you lose this layer of activity. So now your 6 to 8 visits of PT, all you're doing is traveling, driving, watching your kid play Little League, but you're not doing any of your activities. So now you're already in the second layer of injury that's keeping you from activities. Now you're looking at like 10 to 16 visits, right? Let's say now you can't even sit on the bleachers, or you drive for half an hour and your sciatica is so bad you have to get out of the car, or you say, you know what, honey, I'm going to skip this trip because I can't sit in the car. So now you've lost that second layer. So you're sitting in your recliner, you can sleep at night, you watch TV, right? But you're not mowing your lawn, you're not taking care of your responsibilities, you're not hanging out with your family, you're not riding your bike, you're not taking care of your body. Now you're looking at like 18 to 24 visits, your outcomes aren't going to be as good. You're going to start looking for shots and for pills and medications and, all kinds of things. Because if you're having such bad pain that you can't even sit in the car, that's some serious pain. And then you even get people that they wait so long, they can't sleep. So now what, right? Now you're looking at how much rehab. I don't even want to talk about it. So what I'm talking about is when you feel an ache or a pain in the morning, or you're going for a run and you get, 2 miles and that foot starts to get sore, or you're riding your bike and your lower back starts bugging you after about 4 or 5 miles, come in and get it checked. We can take a half an hour. We can talk about your aches and pains and see if physical therapy is appropriate. And we see you for a couple visits and get you out the door with some home exercises, some new stretches, maybe adjust the seat on your bike or adjust how you sit in your car, some problem solving, teach you how to pick up that bag of mulch a little bit better because you're not 20 anymore and you can't get away with it like you used to, so that you know what you're doing. And you're not going to have these injuries, at least, not for 18 to 20 visits of rehab and missing out on half your life. So we're offering free screens from July 24th through the first week of August. I think it's the 4th. So call us, 878-5002, and get in here. It's a half an hour. We have about 15 appointments, and we'll take a look at you. Anything you can think of, any little tweak when you brush your hair, if your shoulder hurts, or if you're getting headaches when you're reading or sitting at your desk, come in and ask us some questions. It can't hurt. It's a half an hour out of your time. And, best case scenario is we get you in this 6 to 8 visit range and you're in and you're out and, you're all better to enjoy the rest of your summer and Labor Day picnics and everything else coming up. All right, everybody, have a great weekend and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.